Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're a new subscriber. Every day business owners are looking at how they can spend less time and make more money to grow their business, which is probably why I get asked this question on sales calls all the time. What is the minimum amount of time that I can spend on LinkedIn every single day? Now, the answer is as much time as you want, really. Obviously, the higher the input, the higher the output, but there are things that we can do to make our time spent on LinkedIn more effective, which is why today I wanted to film a video on how you can use LinkedIn in just 30 minutes a day to generate a consistent flow of leads for your business. Before we get started, please like this video if you enjoy my content and subscribe to my channel. It just helps me get my video out to more and more people, and it also tells me that you're enjoying the kind of videos that I put out. So without further ado, let's jump into point number one, which is prospecting. To run you through these points, I'm going to probably go onto my laptop and show you on Sales Navigator and in LinkedIn just so you can follow along with me. So when it comes to prospecting, we have two major ways of doing this. The first one is using a LinkedIn free search. So that's just if you don't have Sales Navigator, for example, or a premium version of LinkedIn, you can go into the regular search bar and you can search for people, jobs, content companies, schools, or groups. So the one that we mainly tend to do, especially over in Sales Navigator, is either for people or companies. So if I go and do people over here, it will pull up different sort of options that we have, and then we can expand these filters to show us all the different options that we have in terms of narrowing down our search results. So you can see here we can select how close the connection is to us, if they have a connection of certain person, location, so geographical position of where your ideal prospects are located, industries, current, past companies. This is important, the profile language, where they've been to school. So, for example, if you're looking for people that went to the same school as you, it could be that you're looking for guidance in terms of postgraduate, or it could be any sort of different reason. You can add that they have to have gone to a certain school. Don't really need to touch that. And that's basically everything. This is obviously if you know who the person is exactly. So you've got someone's name, say from a business card, and you wanted to search that person on LinkedIn using the search, then you can do that as well. So this is the free LinkedIn search just to show you what the results section kind of looks like. Let's just go, we'll do United Kingdom location. Let's do real estate as the industry. Let's go non-real estate. Profile language, English. And as you can see up here, it doesn't show me the amount of results that I've got. So I just click apply. Search, and then it says 241,000 results, which is huge. I would probably try and narrow this down so I could say second connections to myself, so it's more likely that if I send them connection requests they would respond as we have someone in common, or I can go through and ask for an introduction from a current connection. And then you see we have the total amount of results. You can open up all of these different profiles in new tabs and we can request to connect with them. So if I wanted to connect with this person, I could always add a note. You've got 300 characters to use in your connection request. So before you invite someone to connect, please make sure that you personalize this connection request message, because I mean, it's just pure, I guess, lazy, and it shows the other person that you don't really have a real interest in connecting with them if you just send them the general, hi, I'd like to add you to my LinkedIn network. Thanks, and then your name. So always make sure that you add a little note here. This is pretty straightforward. Like the LinkedIn free search is super easy. If we go over onto Sales Navigator, I'm actually going to do another video which will be up on my channel in the next week or two, which is going to be how to use Sales Navigator in 2020. So I'm not going to go into too much detail in this video, but just keep an eye out and turn on post notifications so that you get alerted when I have the Sales Navigator video go out. So in terms of the Sales Navigator search, it's a little bit more advanced. You can do a search up here by keywords or Boolean, or you can go to advanced search and go for leads or search for accounts. So I'm going to do search for leads just to compare it to the other one. Over here, you'll notice a few things that are different. So you have, for example, more company filters, so head count, company type, members of groups that people are in, tags, posted content, keywords up here, which is where you can do a Boolean search if you don't want to do it in the main search bar over here. If, for example, I go on here, let's go for real estate again. Let's do similar to what we did last time. So real estate, profile language, English, geography, we did United Kingdom. I think that's kind of all we really did in the other one. So as you can see here, we've got 250,000 results. One thing to note is that on LinkedIn, it won't show you results past the first 1,000. So there's literally no point in having 250,000 search results here because you're only going to be able to see 1,000 of them. So if I was to do the search, which I would never do because it's just too high, but just to compare it to the other one, you can see here that we have a bunch more filters. So people that have changed jobs, people that post on LinkedIn, people that share experiences with you, which can act obviously as a great conversation starter. And then over here you can see that we have loads of different options with the leads. So for example, I could save this lead, I could add a tag to him, I could view similar profiles to his, I can view his profile, connect with him, message him directly using in-mails. An in-mail is a message that you send to somebody if you're not yet connected with them. So you can see just from this, the options that we have on Sales Navigator are much, much higher than using LinkedIn free search. With Sales Navigator, it is obviously paid, but you do get the first month for free as a trial, and then they bill you automatically monthly moving on from that. So maybe if you want to try it out, sign up to Sales Navigator and see if you like it or not. And then after the first 30 days, if it's not giving you a return on investment, if it doesn't seem worth it to you, then you can always cancel and go back to LinkedIn free. So that is step number 1, prospecting. Now, in terms of the time limit that we've given ourselves of 30 minutes, I would say I'm going to cover 3 different phases of this 30 minutes. So I'm going to split it equally into thirds. So you want to spend about 10 minutes finding ideal prospects. Seeing as we have all the different search tools available to us on LinkedIn, it shouldn't be that tricky to spend 10 minutes, build a list of, say, 30 prospects that we want to reach out to in the first 10 minutes before we move on to step number 2, which is sending connection requests. So if we go back over into my laptop, in terms of connection requests, say I've built a list, so let's just make this a little bit more narrowed down. So I'm going to do second degree connections, company headcounts 11 to 50. Let's do seniority level, owners. So we've got 868 results. So say I wanted to open up all these people into new tabs. So let's say, for example, these 2 people, Bayless and Roy. So I could go onto these profiles and I could request to message them. So I've got 2 options here. I could either message off our connection that we have in common. So one of my first connections, Sophia, I could message her through this and say, hi, Sophia. I'm actually looking to be connected with Bayless. I've noticed that you're a connection of his. Would you mind giving me an introduction? I'd be happy to introduce you to somebody in my network in return, just as a thank you. If not, it's absolutely fine. Hope you have a great day. So I could either message Sophia or I can go directly to Bayless and I could say, message him through Sales Navigator. So this would be an in-mail because I'm not connected with him yet, or I can just request to connect with him manually. So I could go on here, connect. Before I do this, actually, you'd want to look for things that you could start a conversation with him. So for example, I could read his about section, see if there's anything in here that I could use to start a conversation with him. So for example, let's have a look. Australia. So for example, after reading this, I could then, because it seems like super interesting actually, I could then send him a connection request and say something like, so I could say, hi Bayless, just read through your about section. Very interesting background and impressive what you have to achieve. Would love to connect and also welcome any travel recommendations for Australia. I've always wanted to visit. So say this. So, hi Baylis, just read through your about section. Very interesting background, impressive what you've managed to achieve. Would love to connect and also welcome any travel recommendations for Australia. I've always wanted to visit. All the best, Natasha. Send invitations. So you basically go through all of your different leads and do the same thing. So with this guy, for example, let's have a look. So fitness, wellness, business. So for example, with this guy, I'd reach out and to connect with him and say, hey Roy, noticed you have an interest in climbing. I actually used to climb for 7 years. One of my favourite spots to climb was called the Works in Sheffield. Would love to connect with you, Natasha. Like a lot of the time I don't even send anything pitchy or salesy. I literally just try and find some sort of common ground with them to start a conversation with their defense down. So I'm not kind of putting their guard up as in like, what is she going to pitch me? What is she going to try and sell me? I'm just start a conversation and then I can move it towards a sales direction after I've connected with them. Okay, so now we have spent 10 minutes doing our connection requests. The final step is to follow up with people. So a lot of the time I see people just give up as soon as they don't get a response. Now on LinkedIn, it could be a multitude of different reasons as to why someone hasn't accepted your connection request or responded to your message in the connection request. And this could be due to them not being hugely active on LinkedIn. So they may check their account every week or so. Your message may have been lost if they get a lot of prospects reaching out to their inbox every day, every week. It could be that they're not interested at the time, or it could be that they've just not had time to see your message or to get back to it and respond. They might have seen it, but they just haven't got around to it yet. So the key here is not to sound salesy, not to be pushy, but just to provide value. So you can either provide value to them, follow up in some kind of polite way, or you can use the ECCC method, which is engaging with their content. If you're not sure what I mean by the ECCC method, I will leave a link to my case study down below. It's free, and inside I outline how you can follow this method in a 5-step engagement formula, which is basically a non-pushy, non-salesy way of engaging with someone, having multiple touch points with them, and then increasing your chances of converting them into a conversation or a potential prospect to get them on a call. Okay, so that is everything that I wanted to mention in this video. I hope you found it useful. If you still feel like you need more help with LinkedIn in terms of implementing a good lead generation system and you think I might be the right person to help you, I have a special link that is in the description box below. It is the first link. You can use that link to book a free 30-minute discovery call with me if you need any further help. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and you like this content. Please give the video a thumbs up and leave a nice comment if you did enjoy it, and I will see you here in the next one.